And yet another Raiders training camp is officially in the books, under the belt, as they prepare for their first preseason football game of the year. I am so excited to see how Aiden O'Connell, Gardner Minshew, which one of those guys really starts to separate themselves. And on Saturday, I am going to go live on my Twitch to break it down live with you guys. If you want to watch the game with me, you guys already know what to do. Link will be in the description. But in this video, we're going to break down all the news, notes, observations, highlights from today's practice, from a bunch of interceptions, a couple of nice touchdown passes. We got you guys covered. Before we jump into the video and talk about all the good stuff, make sure you guys do me a favor, because I want to give a big shout out and I want to give credit where credit is due, and that is with all of the Raiders media members. Guys, without them, these videos are not possible to make. So do me a favor and just go follow them. I guarantee you, one, you won't regret it, and two, sometimes I'll be sitting here and it feels like I'm at practice because I know what's happening on every single play. So if you guys want to be kept up to date like me, go follow them on X. And with that being said, let's kind of dive into the video, talk a little bit about practice. Now, one guy who has been really productive throughout pretty much the entirety of camp so far, Divine Diablo. Him and Nate Hobbs have just been amazing. Jack Jones as well, but specifically Divine Diablo today had a diving interception, or almost, I should say. He didn't actually come down with it, but almost had a diving interception on O'Connell. A couple of plays later, Trayvon Moehrig does come over and get an interception on a different play. Now, the defense looks really good. From what I can tell, these guys have been really working hard, man. And that's the one thing is standing out. This defense is going to be really good once again. And I think these extra reps for the quarterbacks, although they don't look amazing, I think at the end of the day, it's going to really help them progress into the regular season. Now, when we did get to red zone drills, the offense did start to make some plays, right? Aiden O'Connell had a dart over the middle to Trey Tucker, and then Gardner Minshew comes in, rolls outside the pocket, and hits DJ Turner for a touchdown as well. Those are the two touchdowns in red zone drills, so obviously need the quarterbacks to continue to play at a high level. We also saw another big-time play here by another safety, and I apologize because I tend to always say this guy's name wrong, and I probably will again. Isaiah Pola Mao? Probably Mao, right? Listen, I know you guys love to roast me. Go ahead, do it again. I'm going to say Ola Mao. I don't know. But he got interceptions today. He looked really good. Both have multiple interceptions during camp thus far. And I'm just going to call him Isaiah PM. We'll call him PM. PM looks really good so far in camp. I think he is a guy that's really going to work his way up the depth chart. Right now, he's got Trayvon Moehrig, but I think he could actually earn some playing time if he plays well in the preseason. So Aiden O'Connell did throw into really tight coverage, try to fit it in there. Jack had the inside, Trey had the outside. Minshew, overthrows a wide receiver. The ball gets tipped up in the air, and PM ends up getting it, bringing it in. So good job there by PM. Good job there by Moehrig. Good job by Jack Jones. The defense looks really good, but also you got to keep in mind the defense, or the defensive line, the front seven's getting pressure on the quarterbacks, forcing these footballs out a little bit earlier than the quarterbacks want to throw them, right? So Max Crosby, Tyree Wilson, Malcolm Kuntz, and Christian Wilkins, these guys are doing such a good job keeping the quarterbacks on their feet, and hopefully they won't be going up against this pressure, every single week of the NFL season. So I think that's something that will be a little bit better once we actually get to more games. You don't have to go against the best defensive line in football every single practice. Before we get any further into the video, guys, do me a big favor, hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. We're going to be covering the Raiders not only throughout every single day of training camp, but more importantly, we're going to be covering preseason games. Like I said earlier, we're going to be live streaming it on my Twitch. The link will be in the description, or you can find it at Matty Dubs with 3 S's. Lastly, we're going to be breaking down film, right? Whenever a game ends, we're going to be looking at the offensive film, quarterback film, defensive film, individual player film. We're going to be breaking it all down. So, honestly, if you guys don't join the family, you guys are going to be missing out. So, if not, it's all good too. But with that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video a little bit. Janarius Robinson actually got an interception to that Anthony Brown. I'm pretty sure the ball got deflected up in the air, and yeah, it was Jaden Grant deflected the ball up in the air, and the dude was able to come down with it. Again, Janarius Robinson, big-time interception. I believe that was one of the first times we've seen a defensive lineman get an interception so far on camp. So that was kind of cool to see in terms of Jaden Grant, being a safety. Good job, and just overall, defense looks good. Then Governor Wu got another interception, not another one, but he came in here and he was able to jump a route and pick off Anthony Brown as well. So 2 picks for Anthony Brown, a pick for Gardner Minshew, and a pick for Aiden O'Connell as well. When we look at the overall 11 on 11s, we can actually go through it really quickly. So 11 on 11's first team, we had AOC to Mayer across the middle for about 10 yards. The second play was a Jack Jones PBU versus Aiden O'Connell sideline. Then we got some red zones. We got Trey Tucker, the touchdown over the middle from AOC. We had Brock Bowers in the flat for a short gain. We had AOC to Wilkerson over the middle for an 8-yard touchdown, but would have been a sack for Max Crosby if they were actually, hitting the quarterback. Aiden O'Connell had another one to Christian Wilkerson in the corner of the end zone for a 5-yard touchdown as well. But again, probably another sack by Byron Young. But again, they do count it as touchdowns in the practice. And then we had regular 11 on 11. Zamir Rush stopped at the line of scrimmage. Again, the defensive line is working. AOC almost intercepted by the Divine Diablo. That was a diving interception we were talking about earlier. We had Tucker on a screen for a short gain. We had a sack by Tyree Wilson, intercepted by Morig in the end zone, and then Madison got blown up by Butler in the backfield as well. I think the defense is tough. And, I do love it. I do love it. I think the quarterbacks need to practice against a really good defense every single day, and I feel like they have been. So I do think, although we're seeing the defense or the offense struggle, I think you'll be able to, breathe a sigh of relief versus other teams, because not all defenses have this much versatility, especially on that front seven. It's crazy. So that's cool to see. Jalen Guyton had some really good catches today. He just got off the PUP list. Expect him to fight for that wide receiver 4 position when it's all said and done after the preseason. He had a good rep against the Cameron Richardson during practice today. And he was really just, he came out here to ball today. There was some chippiness versus Jade Silvera and Corey Luciano. But overall, Raiders practice officially in the books. Another day closer to their first preseason game, man. I am excited. I'm ready to go. And man, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. So Saturday we'll be live for the game. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Join the family. Turn on post notifications. And comment down below a couple of players that you're excited to see during the preseason. Offense, defense, a rookie, a veteran. Who do you think is going to position themselves to potentially break out this season for the Raiders? And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next Raiders update. Peace.